Welcome back to Tidbit Tuesdays. We did it! We're all registered to vote, right? I sure hope so. Today we're going to talk about taking the next step, becoming an advocate. At SFI, we are passionate about mobilizing military spouses and family members as advocates for their community, especially on issues of foreign policy. It's not always easy or comfortable, but it's so important that we all participate in the conversations that directly affect us. Today, I'd like to talk about a phrase that I've heard more than once during my time as an advocate on issues related to military life. And I hope that my thoughts and responses around this phrase can be helpful to you if you're ever told the same thing. Today's tidbit: what do I do if someone tells me, but you knew what you signed up for? I know when someone tells me that, my first feelings are a combination of crude and incoherent superlatives, shall we say. Because every military family member knows this lifestyle throws a ton of surprises at you. Good luck trying to predict the future. My first, more well thought out response is this: no one can fully understand what it's like to be a military spouse until you are one. You could read a gazillion blogs or listen to a jillion podcasts, and even then you'd quickly learn that there is a wide range of experience. And like a box of chocolates, you never know what combination of weird Murphy's Law nonsense you're gonna get. Another response comes from a former commanding officer of ours. Surge has become standard. In other words, we're operating at a particularly high operational tempo right now. I know one military spouse who herself grew up as a military brat. As a kid, she moved around the world a lot and loved her experience. But as she says, even being a military kid didn't fully prepare her for being a military spouse, because things are different now. Our country has been at war for 2 decades, and that has meant more frequent and spontaneous deployments for many within the military. The lifestyle that we've inherited is different from the one we had before. That's why foreign policy is such a huge focus for us at SFI. We believe that U.S. foreign policy drives our operational tempo in the military, which directly impacts us, the families charged with carrying out the mission, and we deserve a say in those decisions. My final suggested response is to remind listeners why we advocate in the first place, because we want the military to be the best it can be. Our activism comes from a source of love and respect for this institution's potential to do good in the world. And that can only happen if it continues to be a place where good people and their families want to work. So in the words of Taylor Swift, haters gonna hate and fakers gonna fake, but I'm just gonna speak it out. At least those are my preferred lyrics. Don't let silly nonsense get in the way of you making your voice heard, because we need each one of us out there to make a difference. Stay healthy, y'all.